Ankit, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Nice to see you amidst this lovely crowd here in your stall at Convergence India, and nice to catch up with you this morning.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure. I think it's a great turnout. Last 2 days were really nice, and I think looking forward to another successful day.
Absolutely, I think this is one of the flagship event which I think companies like you should always be part of.
This is our third journey here, so
Yeah,
I want to continue.
okay. So I'm sure you have met hundreds of customers in the last 2 days, and otherwise also being in your role, you're meeting customers. What think are key challenges the customers are facing today? And how is this customer behavior? Not only I'm talking about India, but also about say Middle East or Africa, where you are already present. What kind of challenges you're seeing?
So typically, we see a lot of change in the buying behavior. Uh, there were solutions like at beginning we used to be on product sale. So we used to go and tell the customer, yeah, this is the product. Yeah, this is going to give you the solution that you derive. Then the whole thing went into solution selling. So instead of product, they say, okay, leave the product aside. Let's talk about solution. What is the solution which you are giving me?
Right.
I think today, and I think I'm glad that India has moved towards that direction. It's all towards outcomes. So today, as an organization, we look at what's the outcome we provide. Product and solutions are the part of the journey. But after the investment, next 3 years, how would you run it and make it operational? So we are focusing more towards outcomes, and our selling is more towards the outcome to the customer rather than positioning a product or a solution. I think that's more of a traditional way of selling.
Right.
We have gone towards more outcome based selling. My favorite statement is like, how do you make a vice president to a CIO? That journey is something that I want to go for the next 5 years, because most successful products and outcomes that we come out is the KRAs that we are trying to target.
Two very interesting things. Okay, first, I think it's very important when you said vice president to CIO. It is very important when you talk about solution selling is how you can help your customers, succeed.
Absolutely.
What are their KRAs and how you can align your solutions to their KRAs. That's possibly the biggest thing which you can achieve.
Outcome is the world.
Exactly. So you talked about solutions and solution selling. Just give me a brief about what kind of solutions Beats and Bytes have.
So typically, in the offerings, we've diversified our business into two. One is towards the global connectivity services, we call it GCS, and the second one is global professional services, we call it GPS. So under the GCS solution, we are a Class A ISP in India. We are a VNO for the global SD-WAN providing. So when it comes to connecting the world uh, across on internet with our own boxes or on the major OEMs,
Right.
we assist the customer for connectivity.
Right.
We also create certain SFPs and source switches which help in low latency, faster response time, connectivity, and safety on it.
Right.
So that's our prime focus on the connectivity services parts. There have been giants in this business, so obviously we are not targeting the giants. I mean, giants are known to everyone, but I think everyone needs the last mile. Everyone needs the connectivity. Everyone wants a reach,
Right.
which traditionally the larger organization will lose on reach. So we bridge that gap. We kind of become their extended arms to make sure that we combine with them and give the solution. Most of our orders today are from the large telcos. So which basically means selling B2B is easier in this space than acquiring the customer who goes to the brand straight away.
Correct.
So that's our strategy on the GCS side.
Yeah.
And on the professional side, we do cover everything from the IT infrastructure, cybersecurity, and professional services. We try to keep it both on-site and remote, so the customer gets the flexibilities of both having the person on his premise and also having the remote support from the backend.
Right.
So we kind of converge that out, and we work across 120 odd OEMs, and we have core skills on at least 50 of them. We have a running NOC with around 25-30 people who have been trained and doing this 24/7. And we have gone to a small city of Shimoga. From Bangalore, it would be around 500-600 odd kilometers. But then we developed it there because we believe that getting into tier 2 and 3 cities for critical activities which are non-customer facing can also develop IT in those places. And there are a lot of engineering colleges.
Absolutely.
So we stuck the cord over there and we developed this whole thing. And now, Pacho, it's been 2 years. We have been running that NOC out of Shimoga.
Brilliant.
And it's 27 people now at Shimoga who are
Lovely. That's a big number. And I think you rightly said, but you talked about the big brands and big players, but my big brands and big players are not. I mean, I've seen it. that over the time they become less agile,
Right.
less responsive to the customer changes, and they're probably not so fast enough. So on that note, what kind of uh, how do you bring the differentiation in Bits and Bytes? What kind of and also in your markets in which you are growing?
So I think sometimes being nimble and small becomes an advantage.
Right.
Uh, I think we are very flexible. We are learning with the growing technologies. AI enabled tools are assisting us, and we are able to fine tune most of the activities in our processes.
Right.
Even as founding members, we have got 4 2 techies who are the founding members.
Right.
And all the business that has come till today has come on the core technical strength.
Right.
So with me coming on board, we are looking at more from a sales side of it and alliances side of it. We want to grow through these partnerships and give that nimbleness to the customer and the flexibility to actually curate the solutions, which are focusing on the outcome, as I said initially, rather than saying, this is my solution, please buy it. So I'm not giving it on the box. We develop different solutions, customize it, and come up so that the outcome is met. And last, which is the main thing, which I would say is our USP, would be that we believe in the operation model. We want to be as a part of the customer journey for the next 3 years. How would he implement it? What are the things he wants to utilize on that investment?
Right.
That becomes our core.
I think that's the right approach, because that is where you get as part of his transformation journey.
Absolutely.
As he is growing, it is how you can enhance his value while he is undergoing a transformation.
Absolutely.
That's perfectly fine. What are your plans for geographical expansion, sir? And where are you currently, right?
So currently, as Bits and Bytes, we operate out of India, Ghana, and Africa. We are with Ghana, Kenya, and Tanzania. We also have an office in Dubai and Singapore. Typically, these 5 geographies are the ones which we target. India and Africa being the largest ones, followed by Middle East and then Singapore. So we've been continuously expanding our presence over here. In last 5 years, we have opened another 2 offices between Middle East and Singapore. Wonderful. We are in 2 or 3 places within the same city as well. Post which, I think with the expansion, we would be entering the US geography sometime by end of this year.
Fantastic.
We have a couple of opportunities and tie-ups that we already have at place. But we want to have our physical presence also over there. So we would do that by the end of the year. So you should hear that soon.
My best wishes to you on that expansion. Great to be associated with Bits and Bytes and supporting them in their marketing endeavors. It is a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time,
Pleasure.
and I wish you and Bits and Bytes all the best.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.